Let's make sure we live on everything. I just like to check it when I start. Bam. Oh, we in that thing. We in that thing. Okay, we get notifications from YouTube. I'm locked in, y'all. I'm locked in. I got Teya Chante. What's up?
Hey.
Listen, y'all. It's been a this is my first guest. This is my first guest on the real life info stream, and I had to make sure I did it right. So if you tuned in tonight, I apologize for the delay. We got started, and then Tia is out and about, so we had to make sure she was set up and ready for the interview. So, with no further ado, I don't like to wait for everybody to join in. I said 7 o'clock, and it's a couple minutes behind, but I like to get to business. So these interviews will not be some drawn out, overdone thing. I will interview people that I respect in the business world, and I'm going to make sure I interview all women this first month. I want to give a, specific uh, hats off to the women who are out here doing their thing. I have a few more people that's lined up to actually join this for the rest of this month. Every Sunday at 7 o'clock, I do these live streams. It's been pretty good the last 2 months. Everything has worked for the most part. It's been some things where I had to make some adjustments, but that's with anything. And this is totally new software to me. So I went out and I bought all of this software, all of this stuff to actually help me get my message across to the small business community, to the entrepreneurs of the world. And this is one of the forefront runners, the leaders in the pack, the star of the Black American Business Guide, Teya Chante. I will let her introduce herself a little more, and then we'll get into a few questions.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I'm Teya Chante, CEO of Black American Business Guide and editor in chief of BABG Mag. So, Black American Business Guide is an online based directory where you can find legitimately standing Black owned businesses. In order to be in the Black American Business Guide, you do need to be accredited. Therefore, there is an application process that can be found on our website, blackamericanbusinessguide.com, and found under listing application. Once you fill that out, bye. I'll see you later. Nice seeing you again. Excuse me, you guys. I'm actually at Business Entrepreneurship Summit. And they are, wrapping everything up. Everybody's getting their stuff out of here. But yeah, so that's how you can fill out your application. And Black American Business Guide magazine, aka BABG Mag, we highlight everything Black excellence in the community. It was a broader way to show our Black privilege, to show, because in media there's so much, there's a stigma put on us, and our platform, you'll never find anything that isn't about excellence. You won't find us putting anyone down. You won't find anyone in competition, because our belief is that if we don't support our brother and sister, then we can't expect no one else to.
I love it. I love it. So, tell us a little bit about your outside of business endeavors first. How did you get into being an entrepreneur?
um well, it, just like a lot of people, honestly, the pandemic brought it out. Not being forced not to be able to go to work, being forced to sit with your thoughts. We can get so caught up in our day-to-day lives and making sure that things happen and that we're able to live, we're able to provide and take care of people in our lives, that we very often forget who we are and what it is that we love. So the pandemic forced me to sit down and take a look back at my life. I'm a mom of three. I started my business in 2020 when I had my last daughter. And we didn't really kick everything off until a year later after we started it, just again, because life, took a hold of everything. But that's what I am outside of business. I'm a mom. I'm a lover. I am a granddaughter. Um, I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm an aunt. I'm a mentor to a lot of my young cousins. They look up to me, and that's basically
Excuse me, y'all. She out and about. So we had a little bit of an issue. She out and about, so we gotta get her back in, y'all. It was another event tonight, y'all. They had Kwame out and uh man, Tamika Stewart, a bunch of people out, and they were doing things. Um, so we got to get her back. But as you can see, we're basically trying to highlight the fact that she has a whole life outside of business. And I started this series with her because I knew that she has a whole family, and I knew that she has a lot going on within her family. And I wanted to make sure that I was able to highlight the fact that entrepreneurship does not cater to you. She may have to log back on. Once again, she's out and about. So I'm gonna just talk about why I decided to have her on, and when she come back on, we can continue the interview. Basically, I wanted to highlight the female entrepreneurs this month. I didn't make a big thing about it until I got on here with her because I wanted to basically make a announcement while she was on. So the female entrepreneurs, a lot of times they have a lot more going on than the men because they have to take care of the home, take care of the kids. A lot of times, I'm not being like judgmental. I just know what goes on in a female life, and their responsibilities are a little different than the male responsibilities. So I wanted to make sure I highlight the women first in my interview series. I have other entrepreneurial friends such as Fame from uh, 313 Clothing. I have Shaka Singor that writes. He's a New York Times best-selling author. I have other friends that I plan on having on, but I wanted to highlight the women first. If you are a female entrepreneur and you understand that things are a little different for you. So if things are a little different for you, do not give up. Okay, we got Tia back. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, Once again, she's out and about, y'all. Forgive us for this, but this what we do when we live.
Hey, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. I picked it up. Boom! I caught it off the. You know what I'm saying? So it's all
Yeah.
good. So finish telling us about you're a role model to your younger cousins. You are a mother. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
a,
So
a
being a mother, and that's and that's basically where everything stemmed from for me is every career choice that I have made has always been in the sense of making sure that I can help someone and provide
Mhm.
something that means something to someone, as well as me wanting a platform to show my children, hey, you can be confident in who you are and know that they have privilege and know that they have excellence that surrounds them, and that just so that they have role models that look just like them. And that's exactly what our platform is about. You'll never see, competition with us. You'll never see us putting anything negative out there about anyone. We're focused on nothing but the excellence within our community so that everybody can know what it is that we have going on.
I love that. I love that. And uh, the passion that you have for other entrepreneurs, where did this come from? Because with you in the building, I know whatever happened with the building and dealing with the people in Plymouth, that's not important. The
Yeah.
What's important on this platform is the fact that you thought, you didn't think, let me go get an office building for BABG. You said, let me get a office building for other entrepreneurs and let me make this a safe place for other entrepreneurs. And the way that you had the building set up, I've been out there a couple times, and the way that it was set up was so nice that entrepreneurs could come there and feel at home around other entrepreneurs. It was not it wasn't a law office. It wasn't a doctor's office, because that's different when you're an entrepreneur. When you're an entrepreneur and you're around other entrepreneurs, not to say that a doctor's office or a lawyer office isn't, but those are different types of profession than you coming and you being a you doing bracelets, or you doing some type of entrepreneurial thing such as that. So uh I want to know what made you want to tap into that particular market.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep having to leave and come back in. The
Is
signal is terrible, but every time it cuts out, I'll leave and come right back in.
Yeah, it's all good.
So yeah, so that just stems from you know what? Like I said, I wanted a business where I could help people. Um And that just, I've always had a passion for it. I was a caregiver. I was a lifeguard from 14 until 22. um my dad put me into EMT school when I was in high school, because he just seen my passion for helping other people. So I've always considered, maybe doing social work, doing something else. There's always these different things, but I wanted to take, because I have more than one passion. You know what I'm saying? When I started having children, and in the world refocusing on racism so much, so heavily, that my 9-year-old son is growing up watching the stuff that's going on with Trump, watching all the George Floyd and stuff. I thought that right now was such a critical time for me to go ahead and put something forward to make sure that we're seen in a better light.
Definitely, definitely. And the fact that you make the businesses be accredited and they actually have an application, because you have a lot of businesses out here that's claiming to be a business, but they are not set up
Nope, we
properly.
got to
And
hold each other accountable.
definitely, and that's what I'm big on, is actually taking the time to hold each other accountable, because once that is done, then you are forced to handle your business. And a lot of people think that because I'm a African American business, or I'm a woman business, or a brown business, I'm a minority business, that you feel like everybody's supposed to support you. But if you don't have your business together, then you make it harder for people to support you. So uh in being an entrepreneur, what are some of the different things that you've seen with business owners that actually take their business serious, and the business owners that still doing this for a hobby, doing whatever they're doing for a hobby? What's the big difference that you can see? We losing her, but she coming back, y'all. Don't panic. So, what's some of the big differences that you can see between the people that take their business serious and the people that's actually still uh, doing business as a hobby?
Say that one more time.
I said, what's some of the differences that you can see in the people that's taking their businesses seriously, and the people that's actually doing business as a hobby? Like, they're only doing it to say that they have a business, or they are passionate about what they do. They may be passionate about making hats, but are they serious as far as taking care of their business? How?
You know what the difference is? The difference is they're spending a hell of a lot more money than the other people. That's it. You can make a lot. You can have a hobby and slap a logo on it and make money. Nobody's saying that you can't. But the goal is to not put forth so much money out of your own pocket. And a lot of that, firsthand, and I learned a lot of it from you. You can't you you can't do that unless you're structured the right way. You can't be listed in different areas. You can't, like the Better Business Bureau. It just it if you're not structured the right way, 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna be in your city. You know what I mean? And then, even some of us have the luxury of going viral and then our business booming and going crazy. But even then, once you get to that level, you're still going to be prompted to have these things in order. So it's better to know it now rather than wait until later and having to get it in order then, because then your timeline is, you're still going to have to wait the same amount of time. You know what I'm saying? To get certain things done. So why not just get it done early? Get it done. Know how to start your business the right way.
Definitely, definitely. And what are some of the things you suggest as being the right way? Just some suggestions from you as the right way. What are some of the things that's necessary to be taken seriously as a business?
Know your business in and out. Um, know It's a lot of knowing. Know your business in and out. Know um who you're marketing towards. That's so crucial. I had to redo my entire audience on Facebook, because if you can push it out there all day long, but if you're not pushing it to an audience that is conducive to the success of your business, you won't have that same success. So just be knowledgeable in what it is that you're going into, what it is that you need. If you need permits, make sure you have permits so that you're not getting shut down, so you're not getting tickets, you're not getting sued. Just, make sure you have the tedious details in place first before you start doing the fun stuff.
Most definitely. Now, I love your answers. I know you still out there, so I'm gonna wrap it up kind of quick. Um, what advice do you give to other aspiring female entrepreneurs? I'm targeting female entrepreneurs tonight for a reason. After we wrap it up, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the female entrepreneurs. But what's some great advice, like some things that you've learned and something that you think could take them further in their business?
Believe in yourself. um don't let your date, because as a woman, and this is, I had to tell myself this. Um we wear so many hats, we do so much, we're required and obligated in so many areas of life, and there's so many people in our lives that expect so much from us, that we don't believe that we have the energy, that we have, that ambition, and the talent to move forward with what it is. Believe in yourself. At the end of the day, if you don't do anything else, bet on yourself. If you bet on yourself every single time and you put your best foot forward, you will never lose.
Definitely. Well, let's before you leave, introduce the event that we got going on in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna let you up out of here. Tell them about the event. She'll be right back, y'all. Do not panic. We we
I'm
we
sorry,
locked
say
and
that
loaded.
last piece one more time.
I said, tell them a little bit about the business meeting that we're doing in 2 weeks.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, this business meeting, and this is the third meeting that I've had Elvin at. So if that speaks on who he is as a businessman and a person, I don't know what else does. Um so we'll be covering branding and marketing and proper business etiquette. It is very important um to handle yourself the right way. And I was actually, today I was listening to a lady, a speaker, and what she said was, she was like, you in business, you will never be able to please everybody. You'll never be able to do it. You'll never be able to make people happy. But when that word of mouth goes around and they're talking and da 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 da, if you handle yourself correctly every single time, one thing that they'll never be able to say about you is that you didn't handle your business the right way.
Definitely. Definitely. So I'm excited, y'all. Y'all can check the flyer out. It is my it's not my profile picture, but it's the what they call the picture in the background,
The cover photo.
the cover photo.
Yeah,
So it's
November
definitely the cover.
19th, you guys.
That's right.
1 p.m. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a few new people there. We're gonna have a few of the same other people there. So we encourage you guys, come out. Don't be afraid to network. Even if you want to sit there, be a fly on the wall and listen.
Hmm.
Come out, get your face seen, put the face in front of the business because it
Hmm.
means a lot.
Definitely. And I'm networking with some of the people from the last meeting. I'm trying to do something with the Alvina. That's funny. My name
Yeah,
is Alvin. Her name is Alvina. I'm trying to
yeah,
work with Alvina so I can start having, helping people do the nonprofit thing. And then I want to talk to the tax lady. I like really networking. People say networking and they come out and try to show their ass, yeah, I do this and I do that. But we really have to network. And for me to expound on my business and expand my business, I
yeah,
want to network with the right people. So Alvina, like the nonprofit thing is something I rarely touch at all. So I want to partner up with her and start doing some more things with nonprofit people, helping them get their things together. And the taxes, I want to make sure that we get business taxes and the people get the best returns and the best refunds they could get. So listen, y'all,
yeah.
come out to this meeting and actually network, not come out and say, this is what I do, here's my car, here's my flyer, and you want to show off and walk around like a peacock. That's cute for the internet and everything, but when you're in a room with other business owners, it's time to really network and it's time to see how we can make some money together.
Yep, exactly. And Miss Elvina and Miss Marie,
Yeah,
those are two really wonderful ladies. Let me tell you, they're both very outspoken and as real as it gets.
I
Okay,
love it.
Miss Elvina, she actually does my NCNDs for me. She's really good at stuff like that. So I'm glad to see you guys tapping in with each other. I really am.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy the event and tell tell everybody out there that I said hi. I know
I
some of the
will.
people. I know some of the people. I don't do no stunting. I just, enjoy yourself, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Have a good one.
Hold on. Tell them the social media right quick.
Oh yeah. So on Facebook, follow us, Black American Business Guide. Instagram, BABG app. BlackAmericanBusinessGuide.com. YouTube, Black American Business Guide.
There we go. BABG. What's the Instagram? BABG.
BABG app. APP.
Okay. Yeah, I'm putting that in there.
Because sooner
Putting
or
that in the
later there
chat.
will be one of those coming out too.
Putting that in the chat. There y'all go. Check her out. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna talk a little bit more, about 20 more minutes maybe. So you enjoy your night, and we'll get back on here soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Elvin.
Okay. Bye bye. All right, y'all. It's just me. You know what I mean? Listen. So the reason that I brought Tia on, as I stated earlier, I want to bring female entrepreneurs on every week of this month. If you missed it and you just now coming on, you can catch the replay. I'm going to leave this up. Listen, y'all. Female entrepreneurs have a whole different fight, and I want to highlight that fight this month. I want to highlight that fight. I am a father. I am actually a father that's in the home with my kids, but it's a lot of fathers that's not. And these females are raising these kids, and these females are handling this business. These females are going to these jobs. These females are doing everything that they supposed to do, and they are still starting businesses out here. They are still being successful. They are still thriving, not surviving. They are still thriving out here. And I want to highlight them for this month, and it'll be other female interviews after this month. But this particular month, my first month of doing these interviews, I want to highlight the female entrepreneurs, and I want to give them some shine. All in November, I'm giving the female entrepreneurs some shine. Sundays at 7 o'clock, I am doing these interviews, and I will have other female entrepreneurs on. I am sorry for the technical difficulties with Tia tonight. She had another event, and it was scheduled at the same time, so she was out and about at the other event, and it seems like that event went well. So once again, y'all, they busy now. She got to go home and get her kids ready for school tomorrow. I don't know her man. She has a man. I don't know her man, so I'm not saying he's not doing anything. That's not what I'm trying to imply. But what I'm implying is that even though I'm in the home with my kids, my female companion, my fiance, does a lot more of the housework, a lot of the things around the house. I'm out. I have something going on in the mornings that I go to, and she is taking care of the kids, making sure that they get to school. And we had a little issue yesterday with some of the things that was going on. And I said, man, this month I am going to highlight the female entrepreneurs. I am going to give them their props because they deserve it. They deserve it. And I'm not saying that the males don't deserve it, but the females deserve hats off. Seriously, because they're fighting an uphill battle within the home. They're fighting an uphill battle within business. And then you have men that's trying to take advantage of them, or they ask more of the females are so, especially our black women. Our black women are targeted. Like our black women, if you see some of these women working in these stores, and you see the Arabics or whoever taking advantage of them or whatever, like our black women are fragile, and they should be treated as such. Our black women, and I've been a dog in my days. I've been a dog in my day. So I'm not saying that nobody's perfect, but it's never too late to change. And our women are fighting through a lot of things that the men are not necessarily fighting through. And we need to give them their proper respect, and we need to take our hats off to them. And that's what I want to do all this month. So beyond just the females doing their thing, let's talk something about the business. Let's talk about what Tia said. So a lot of the things that Tia talked about was the certain things that's already in the business process. Like if you build in business credit and you understand the credibility checklist, the different things like that that you need, is certain things that you need to be a credible business. So that's why they call it a credibility checklist. And some of these things are simple and some of these things are free, but they are still things that need to be done. Like it costs you nothing to register with 411. If you go to listyourself.net, you can register your phone number with 411 as a business phone number. And that's important when you're building business credit. Now, I have an AB business credit. My business credit is great right now. And I've been doing it for less than a year. I've been doing my business credit for less than a year, thanks to my mentor, Asim Sharp at Sharp Consultants uh, and Leaf Credit Solutions. He's my mentor. He the first one that really introduced me to business credit. He the first one that gave me the game. He gave me a $3,000 plug for free. Shout out to Asim, man. Much respect to him. I still talk to him regularly. We talked this week. We may talk again next week. Like anything like that, you got to show respect to. So the business credibility checklist, I'm not going to give you the whole checklist here. I actually did a live stream on business credibility, and you can just check out the live stream. It's in my group, Real Life Business Solutions. We're not going to cover the whole thing right now, but as a business, you have to be credible. Stop thinking that because you are making a couple dollars, you are a credible business. That's not what makes you a credible business. Stop thinking that an LLC makes you a business. That's not what makes you a credible business. Stop thinking that an EIN makes you a credible business. Those are only a few things that's on a business credibility checklist. And if you are not fully credible, then you will get denial after denial, and they don't have to explain to you why they are denying you. This is not a personal credit thing. Business credit is different, and your credibility is everything. Now, that is the legal credibility. That is the, if you want loans or if you want credit built up for your business. But let's talk about credibility within the community. Let's talk about credibility amongst your consumers, amongst the other people that's doing the things that you're doing. What makes you look less credible? So let's talk about it. Some of the things that make you look less credible are uh, copycatting. If you're copycatting everything, if somebody does something and you turn around and do it, let's say you're selling cheesecakes, and the people who like cheesecakes like cheesecakes. So if you're copycatting every type of flavor of cheesecake and people don't, well, you may be better. Your cheesecakes may be better than the person you copying. But I just had it yesterday. So you have to come with something original or you'll lose credibility. And that doesn't mean that you should be caught up in trying to do something new every time out, but it means you should start giving some kind of thought to being original. Um, Even in the credit area, like you have people that's copycatting all the material. Now I've bought PLR material before. I've done things like that, and it's okay. I'm not, because a lot of this information is the same, but I'm sprucing up stuff. Like I'm not about to take a PLR anything and put it right out with the same covers and the same this and no editing and no, listen, man, like put your spin on something. Then a lot of these different programs have the same ideas and they are being presented to you in the same way. So I have to put my spin on things. So no matter what you're doing, you have to be original in your own aspect. You have to be original in your marketing. You have to be original in your message. You have to understand who is your customer, not who's the customer for what you have. I'm saying who is your customer. So in branding, your brand is based on who you want to attract. So if you want to attract all of the bottom barrel, the bottom feeders, and you want to do all of that, then you want to lower your prices and make those people attracted to what you're offering. Now, if you want to attract a higher class of personnel, then you are going to up the prices. That's just how pricing work, and that's just one of the ways to differentiate yourself. So stop trying to be the lowest price around and present a better quality. Present some type of originality. Stop going to the same places to fill up your boutique and wondering why people are stopping at the boutique up the street and not traveling across town to your boutique. Now, if your boutique was known to have things that other boutiques do not have, then your boutique will have a steady stream of customers because your boutique has originality. Your boutique has custom designs. Your boutique has somebody there that's fitting the clients or doing something like that. So just pay attention to what's going on, but don't be a copycat. Do not be a copycat. I seen other people doing credit repair and business credit building and different things like that. So I'm flipping my game around. I start doing these lives and presenting the information a certain way. I start doing these info streams. I came up with that info stream. Information. I'm streaming information to you. This is an info stream. So I started doing info streams every Sunday night. That's something I'm doing to show that I'm not copycatting everybody what everybody else is doing. This is something that you have to do. I have business credit and credit repair kits coming out. I'm not copycatting people. I'm actually putting together content for people. So you have to be original in your business. Stop copycatting. Now, if you are a person that's in the same business as other people around you and y'all share notes and y'all, I have people that I deal with, I have people that I went to school with that I trade, we trade, trade a little game here and there. And it's okay. Like you trade a little game, then you put your spin on it. Like I'm never gonna see somebody doing something. Shout out to the Bookers. I don't see them doing something. It's Daryl and Toya. I'm listen, I don't see them doing something and say, oh my God, what's up, guys? How did you do that? I love how you're doing it. I'm gonna do it the same way. Stop copycatting. People have to stop copycatting. If you see people making a certain type of t-shirt, go up your quality. Go up your quality. That's how you set yourself apart, is you do something different. If you see people making a hat, go go step the quality up, step the logo up, make different types of hat. Maybe you make a bucket hat, whatever. You have to do something different because if you don't show any originality, then people are going to see you as a copycat and they're not going to support your business. And if they do, they won't do it for long because they're going to support you until the next copycat come out. It's a reason that Polo been around so long. It's a reason that certain brands last because they've shown that you can't come out and copy what I'm doing. That's it. So I'm not going to stay here all night. I just wanted to tap in with y'all. We had Teya on. Next week, I'll have another female entrepreneur on. And excuse me, she'll be in another business doing something else. So I can't wait to see y'all next Sunday at 7 p.m. We will be live at 7 p.m. Tap in or tap out. Either way it go, y'all. I'm be here at 7 p.m. with another female entrepreneur doing what I do. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week.